Welcome to the Let Me Call You Back podcast.
Oh yeah, I like that. We are back. Raymond, when was the last time we did a live episode together?
It had to be another holiday, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a holiday. We're back, everybody. Welcome back to Let Me Call You Back.
Oh no, it was Crab Fest.
It was Crab Fest.
Yeah.
The dick ripping episode.
Yes.
Ripping crab dicks. We are back. We are in my living room. It's me and Raymond with my dog Bean. Daisy's around here somewhere. This is the Let Me Call You Back podcast. My name is Declan Brooks, and this is Raymond to my right-hand side. Thank you for joining us again. It is Thanksgiving, the day after. It is Black Friday. It's actually called Cyber Week now. Did you know that?
Cyber Week?
I've been seeing people advertise it as Cyber Week, and it makes me angry. Like, dude, when I was younger, I used to go out on my moped and throw elbows at Walmart on Black Friday. Did you do that?
No. I think the only time I ever went out, I went and got Heelys at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Who the fuck gets in line on Black Friday?
Do you
for
remember
Heelys? How hard were you ripping those? Were you good
I
at
never
Heelys?
even learned how to ride them.
Got them literally. Dude, do you remember the knockoff pairs that they got us?
No. I had a real pair.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Our parents got us a pair that was like, it was like a sneaker with platform like soles,
Yeah.
and there was a double-sided wheel. Do you remember these? You push a button and the wheels popped out?
No, I don't remember.
I think you had a pair and you refused to wear them. You were like, I'm not doing that. What kind of poor kid shit is that? Kind of poor ass shit is that, dude? I've definitely pulled off some heists on Black Friday before. I freaking
In your Heelys?
on my
Feelies?
moped.
Your fake Heelys?
Yeah, right. My soaps. I was just grinding around Walmart. I remember being 15 on my moped, driving to the Deptford Mall, which is a solid 35-minute ride on a moped like, from our house.
Like 40. Took me an hour to get there.
I went over actually to the Walmart over on Cooper Road. Cooper Road over by what was that? Nippers.
Yeah.
And like again, that's a solid ride from our house. Like for me, like that was at least 40 minutes. I'm just freezing.
What town is that? Is that Blackwood?
Yeah, it's like Deptford Black. It's Deptford. It's Deptford Township Police Department's right there. Bud's Pool Supply is right there. I remember going in there and trying to get multiple items that had already like, this is the sale, $28 games. But the caveat is that when you get there, the only ones that are $28 are the one they put on a pallet, and everything else that's locked up isn't supposed to be sold that cheap. So like the ones that are the ones for the sale have a green sticker on them. And I'll never forget, I ran into Brian Hano on Black Friday in Walmart. I was like, dude, they don't have any more of that game. He's like, fucking steal a sticker from the other one, put it on that. And I was like, oh yeah, we can do that. That makes a lot of fucking sense. So I just did that with a bunch of shit. Like,
you robbed them blind.
Yeah, I think I was stealing like the sticker off of a Hello Kitty game and putting it on Call of Duty. I think that's when I bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Like, or Call of Duty 2 or whatever one it was. I went there, I got a controller, that game, I got some tasty cakes, I jammed it in my moped.
It was a heist.
I drove back in a layer of jeans and pajamas and fucking went and did it.
Yeah.
Fucking lived that dream. Dude, I had plans on that moped. I was going to take it to the beach. The only way you could get it from our house to all the way to Wildwood was the Black Horse Pike and Old Delsey Drive. It was like a 4.5 hour ride.
The thing did like 20 miles an hour.
25. What was a 55-minute ride from our house? It was like a day and a half trip.
That's a walk.
I may as well just walked in the wind backwards. Speaking of,
you may have heard from me. I'm on a journey as we speak, writing letters.
I'm just on TikTok cataloging it like I'm in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm a fat guy on a moped, and I'm trying to get to Wildwood from Deptford, New Jersey.
You're sending fucking birds with scribbles on them.
Fucking carrier pigeons?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Let's look up the facts on this. I just brought up walking backwards. A person at a holiday party yesterday told me and Raymond that there's a health benefit to walking backwards for the health of your knees and the longevity. And he's like, so in effect, to knowing that information now, he bought a reverse treadmill.
What do you want to look up? If it's
true? Is that bullshit? You said you think it was a TikTok trend. Can you pull up some videos of people walking backwards for me?
Hold on, let me see. Oh no, I'm thinking of the TikTok dance.
TikTok
dance.
Raymond just went full Donna. Raymond's got a little Donna in him.
The reverse walk thing?
Reverse walk, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
I really don't feel like there's actually like... Dude, I wonder if he just read that as like a BuzzFeed article.
Yeah, I don't know. That was absurd.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting to hear. I'm never gonna do that. Ever.
Do what?
Walk backwards for a workout. Ever. Fuck you trying to do to me? I have trouble walking forward.
He's gonna try to walk backwards.
I go down backwards, dude. I'm never gonna come back from that. No one's ever gonna respect me ever again. Guy can't even back up right.
Dude, that was a weird Thanksgiving dinner.
Dude, it was fun. Christina's family invited us over, and it was very fun. Me and Raymond went and joined and had dinner with them, with the baby. I'm moving this weekend, so actually this is the last episode on the couch.
Nobody wanted to talk to us. I felt like we were annoying them.
I think that's just their family dynamic, because I've been around them plenty of times. It was pretty funny, but like, oh man, it was so interesting. The gentleman that said grace, I don't know how it ended up he started talking about skiing.
Dude, you went on a speech.
I liked where his heart was, Raymond. I really do. Like, I know he was trying to be inspirational.
Yeah.
It just was not the right crowd. Like, I don't know if he knew who he was talking to, but he said skiing, and I was like, they've never let me wear a ski in my life, dude. What are you talking about?
Look who you're talking to right now.
Yeah, you think I've gone skiing? You think I've even gone tubing? I have. No, he the line he said is like, if life is ambition and we have goals and opportunities and what we aspire for, I like to compare it to the skier when looking downhill. Instead of worrying that there's trees and rocks below, he just knows that there's a path and everybody has taken the path before, and that path is a positive path.
Should have just right at the end went gay.
Dude, I wanted to sit there and be like, preach.
I almost laughed.
Dude, you said it. His fucking, so he's the son-in-law. Actually, it's her cousin's
We don't
husband.
need to know details. Dude.
I know, but
no details.
What was funny was we're in his father-in-law's house, and Rhett was like, all right, enough preaching. Dude, my favorite we're sitting there talking about all different type of stuff, and he was bringing up a story about how he used to work in Ocean City, Maryland, and apparently, Ocean City, Maryland is one of the places they hold the White Marlin Open. It's like a popular place, and he was talking about Michael Jordan, and he was like, Michael Jordan came in and they won the tournament. And he bought everybody a drink there in the bar. It was awesome, and it brought up a conversation for me because I was like, oh yeah, dude, Michael Jordan does that in Atlantic City too. Also, Jimmy Johnson. If everybody is familiar with who Jimmy Johnson here is, Jimmy Johnson is that little white dude on all of the NFL like wrap up and Monday football shows and everything. He was the coach of the Cowboys in the 80s and 90s. He was also coach of the Dolphins in the 70s and the 80s or something like that. I'm giving you a roundabout numbers. I'm totally wrong, but he's that white-haired old white fellow owned a football show. And that's who I was talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, Jimmy Johnson does that too. And I don't even know how this happened, but
I said I didn't know who Jimmy Johnson was,
and you said he's a
and I was like, that sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, Raymond goes, is that he's like, it sounds like a NASCAR driver, and I didn't think it was. And Christina's aunt chimed in and goes, oh yeah, he is. And when he wears a hat and he puts on the smile, he's not too bad looking, but other than that, he's just not worth it.
Nobody even laughed or anything. It was straight silence.
Immediately it drew attention. Like, are you staring at NASCAR drivers all day? What the fuck's going on?
Aunt Peggy's in the NASCAR?
Aunt Peggy's getting nasty with the NASCAR, dude. She's all about left turns.
That was weird.
That was funny, dude. I thought it was a great comment. Oh man. Uncle Rhett, he's a cool dude. I like him a lot. He just never wants to be bothered by people. I feel like we bothered him by being
yeah, I think so.
I feel like we showed up and scared him.
I think.
I felt like a possum. I felt like I was a possum in the house. Also, by the way, life goals. I respect the fuck out of Christina's uncle. He's got a nice piece of property. Nice piece of property. I'm gonna put it out there. Nice house, and he's got a pile of dogs. Wasn't it like 1.6 acres?
I don't know, something like that. He's
Something
sitting on
sweet.
a sweet little plot.
Yeah, and he's sitting on a sweet little terrier.
And he's got a pile of chunky ass dogs.
Dude, that is life goals.
Yeah.
Build a property, get a homestead, have a boat in the yard, nice truck, pile of dead old ass dogs, dude. He's got like 3 chubby terriers, a new one. They bring over their like other dog. There was like 4 or 5 dogs in this house yesterday. I was in white boy heaven, dude. I was like, dude, how many times did you probably hear me go, oh, what's up with the puppy dog? Look at the puppy dogs. I can't do that in front of other people. Oh, it was sweet, dude. It was so sweet. I had sangria.
Yeah, I was surprised at that.
The cranberry sangria.
I didn't try it, but That was probably the whitest Thanksgiving I've ever been to.
Oh yeah, hands down. They didn't even cook the crescent rolls right.
They didn't know. They didn't know what dark meat was.
Yo, holy shit! I was like, I asked, I was like, hey, where's the dark meat? And they're like, what do you mean? Like, no joke. Aunt Peggy and
our
Rhett
white
knew.
trash is like, where? What?
Like, where's the dark meat at? And Aunt Peggy and Rhett obviously knew, but her cousin's husband was like, what? Dude, the guy that gave the grace literally said, what's dark meat? Me and Raymond both looked at each other. I was like, I almost hit him with a hammer. I almost went in my tool belt and hit him with a hammer.
He tried to compare our life experience to skiing and then asked us what dark meat was.
Man, I felt so out of place, dude.
Yeah, it was
I thought he was going to start playing fucking croquet or some shit. I thought he was going to be like, you guys want to play some fucking polo in the yard? We have horses. Our equestrian breeders are top notch. I have the best trainers.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, dude, they don't even let me own horses.
That was crazy.
Man, her cousin's cool. She was a very nice person. I'm trying to think of the dishes. Dude, the staples were there. The crazy part is though, that I literally had to go get the dark meat myself. It was in a. They didn't even carve the dark meat, Raymond.
They just carved the white meat straight out of the bird and left everything.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what that turkey is in my yard. So, in my yard,
it was the whitest cuts of meat I've ever seen on a turkey.
I know, dude. So this is our second Thanksgiving episode, right? We did one last year.
Yeah.
So I think I might have said this last year, but every year I usually do a broth because I usually cook a turkey. I didn't cook one this year, so I was a little bummed that I had brought it up, and it ended up being that they're not. I mean, I didn't know how white they were, that they don't even use the bones. Like, dude, no one even ate they put the drumsticks out just for show. Actually, no, they didn't even have the drumsticks out.
We took them out and I had some.
Yeah. Like, who doesn't bring the drumstick? Someone's got to take a picture holding the drumstick at Thanksgiving. Are you kidding me? Nah, man, that's the thing I miss about not frying the turkey this year. The turkey wing and the drumstick on that fried turkey.
Yeah.
Shit your pants good.
Yeah.
I said this last year, and I miss it this year. I usually make a broth every year with my pressure cooker. I usually make turkey stock and have it saved and freeze it, and I use it for all different shit. And this year, I didn't have that opportunity. So they sent me home with the turkey. And like, this made me so mad because Raymond pointed this out. They gave me the turkey. They put it in a trash bag. Like, they gave me the entire tray with the turkey. Like, makes sense. These people are so white, they had scented trash bags. So I think the food isn't even edible.
As soon as you open one of those trash bags, you realize it. So it's like,
yeah, it smells like lavender and farts.
Yeah. How do you put food into a bag?
I don't even think they thought about it. I don't even think they were correlating.
Yeah, but scent is connected to your brain, dude.
Yeah, I know, but common sense isn't connected to many things, dude.
That's crazy.
I know. Right before we started this episode, I'm looking for my dogs, and I open the back door, and I apparently left Daisy out in the yard for about 45 minutes, I think. I just fending for herself. It's probably 40 degrees out there. And I felt really bad, and then I went right back outside, and I realized that she had eaten an entire turkey leg. So, fuck that bitch. Fuck that dog.
She'll be all right.
She gonna be all right. Dude, dogs eat turkey legs all the time. They're just not supposed to have salt and pepper and sage and thyme in them. You know what I mean?
Is that what it is?
Well, that's the problem, like, with giving animals, like especially dogs, human food, because we have such a high sodium content in how we cook. If you I end up on my For You page is so fucked up, dude. The things that come up on that, and like dog train on everything. On Facebook, on Instagram. Like, dog training comes up for me occasionally, and like that's one of the raw items that gets given to dogs all the time is turkey legs. Like, especially Rottweilers, those fuckers eat those things like potato chips. So what do we want to talk about, dude? Dude, we have some catching up to do. Raymond's been gone. Where you been?
I've been gone since Austin, right?
Yeah, dude. Raymond went out to Austin. I think he took some ayahuasca and left me. I think he.
I've been on a spiritual journey.
Yeah. He went on the Aaron Rodgers journey. I think he called me and said he blew his Achilles and he's healing it with Reiki's.
Reiki?
Do you see the shit he's getting right now?
What is Reiki? Is like a form of
like a spiritual healer,
like a meditation thing, isn't it?
So he supposedly, and I say this supposedly because no one can confirm it. Apparently, he ruptured his Achilles and the season was supposed to be over. He was supposed to forego a surgery a couple weeks after it. He decided that he was going to heal himself spiritually and holistically.
With psychedelics, it says.
And meditation and healing practices, but with yoga and Reiki's.
Damn, he's like doing talks about psychedelics now.
Yeah, so he's getting shit because people don't believe he's actually hurt now because he's eyeing a return, right?
There's no way.
Dude, look at it. Look it up. Like, dude, he's not done for the season is what he's claiming.
No, dude, he's fucked. There's no way.
So he's been out like taking not reps, but like he's been out on the sidelines in a walking like ankle boot, like throwing passes and shit, doing things. People are starting to think that he just made it up and he's getting shit for it.
Who's paying him? Big psychedelia?
I know, right?
Like, what are you talking about?
They're really saying a big part of it being like his mental health, being that he had like a mental block and he like thought he tore his Achilles instead of it actually being a real thing. You know what I mean?
So he's bullshitting.
Dude, who knows? Are you seeing any articles here?
It's out of the norm, they're saying, because there's video of him throwing football less than 5 weeks after having the surgery for the ruptured Achilles tendon.
Did he have the surgery?
Yes.
So then what's the issue? Because he's getting shit for it. I see articles on ESPN all day about it.
It's just the fact that they say that athletes need 6 to 9 months of rehab, and he's trying to come back before that. That's the problem.
I mean, but that's where people are saying he's full of shit, is that part of it.
Yeah, because that's the normal for that injury.
Yeah, dude, he's talking about coming back this season, Raymond.
There's no way.
You imagine he goes out there and his leg just explodes when somebody hits him?
He hopes to resume practicing around December 2nd, his 40th birthday, in less than 3 months after the surgery.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. I was reading an article about Drew
no
Brees.
Way.
Reading an article about Drew Brees the other day. He can't even lift his right arm.
That's not good.
So in 2005, Drew Brees blew out his shoulder like real bad. This has turned into a sportscast now, by the way. He blew out his shoulder really bad in 2005. He like ruined his shoulder. He was told by his doctors that he would never throw a football or something like that ever again, and he shouldn't play ever again. And the Dolphins weren't like investing in him after they like drafted him. I think they were letting the contract go. The Saints signed him, and he went through his own pattern and like repetition and like exercises over the years. Like pretty much the fact that he kept going and the activity kept his shoulder going. As soon as he stopped playing football, it stopped working. So like he can't do anything above his hip now. And he literally, there was an article the other day that came out. He said, I would still play football if my right arm worked. I think he has 4 sons and he plays football with them, but he can't throw a football anymore with his right arm because he has such severe arthritis. So I think what happened, he had like a full 360 tear of his labrum, and then he had like a
It came off his body.
Dude, the doctor said it was the worst labrum tear he's ever seen in an athlete. Like, it's crazy facts. And so
it was San Diego.
So San Diego drafted him. He went to the Dolphins. Look, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I was reading the article the other day. It's crazy. It's just fucking crazy. Football's crazy, dude. They're talking about taking away.
He wasn't on the Dolphins. It was on the Chargers.
It was the Chargers?
2005, yeah.
I could have swore the article said something about the Dolphins. So I was wrong. The story was a lie. I lied about the whole thing. He uses his feet. No, I think it's just crazy. The football's been nuts. We watched a ton of football yesterday.
We also went to the parade yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Bro, fuck that parade. I love that parade, but fuck that parade.
Did it used to be better?
First off, yeah. Do you remember when we were kids?
I don't remember, honestly.
So when we were kids, it was the Campbell Soup Parade. You used to be able to actually see the show from the steps. You could watch everything. Now it's like such a theatrical thing. You really don't get to like get close. Like we couldn't get close to watch the parade.
Dude, Duncan's got a monopoly out there.
Yeah, dude. They have a VIP access door for you to go up to the bleachers that you have to pay tickets for. I think that's bullshit. It's a fucking parade.
Was it like that last year?
Yeah, it was last year. I started going back last year. I didn't. Maybe that's been the thing for a few years, but you know, that's not my America. Hit it, Raymond. It's not America. Hell yeah, dude. He fucking found it first try. It's not American. No, man. I remember us just going out there. Our dad's getting sloshed. Us watching a parade in the bleachers. We find them in the Campbell's soup booth. They got free soup all day. We got those freaking free balls. The Christmas, dude. We had like 1,000 Christmas balls from Campbell's soup parade.
That was our whole tray, I think.
Yeah, it was a bunch of balls with Campbell's soup recipes on them. It was like chunky mushroom chowder with like a fat Campbell's soup kit on the side of it, dude. Nah, it was weird. The thing is they give out stuff from Dunkin' every year. Last year they gave out hats. I said this last year to Christina that I'm like, I hate that they do this because like for one, I had a uncomfortable amount of hats. Like I wanted a couple. I was like, hey, can I get a couple for my family? And the girl goes, here. Hands me 2 full packs that probably had 60 hats in them each. Because the idea is these are just people getting paid by Dunkin' to work for the day, and they want to get out of there as soon as possible. So they just offload everything as fast as they can so they can leave the event early. So when we get there, dude, it was a fucking 10:45, right? It was 2 hours before the end of the event. Why wouldn't they have a hat left? Everything was gone. All of the free stuff was gone. And then when you looked at people that had shit, it was like a woman holding 16 hats. It's like, why do you have 16 hats?
Yeah. The blind guy.
So I was telling Raymond, I was getting ready to make up a story. Like, excuse me, miss, I got here late and my little boy is his first Thanksgiving. Could you please spare me a hat? I was in such a fucking mood yesterday, dude.
We're hoarding them.
That's what got me in the mood yesterday. Raymond.
Start a war.
They're wanting to fight people. I was in a hella holiday road rage mood yesterday. I fucking, dude, in the city, everything. That fucking bus stopped in front of us. They picked someone up at the corner. I'm like, you couldn't fucking do that on the side of the road. Why don't you fucking pull over, pussy? I was just losing my mind. It was fun. I wanted to mount the shoulder and pass the bus. And Christina and you were like, no, don't do it. That guy's an asshole. I'm like, come on, guys. Fuck you.
There was no traffic, actually. It looked like there was traffic. It was just the bus.
Yeah, I know. That's why those people went around. Yeah, dude, it's a fucking fun day. We brought the dogs last year. We brought our baby this year. The Nugget had fun. Seemed like he had fun. Raymond hasn't been to that parade since we were probably 11, 12 years old.
Yeah, it looked different, though.
Totally different. It was organized differently, dude. I'm telling you, when we used to come, the parade would, how it swooped up the road, where we finally saw Santa Claus and all the floats. That's normal. That's where it was now. When we were kids, the entire tent and everything was right where it was all at, right by that sign. But it wasn't on that side. It was in the front of the sign. Or not the sign, the statue. The big statue. It wasn't behind the statue on that grand walk. It was in front of the statue in a big tent across the street from the steps. So there was gates blocking the steps. And what you used to do was you would get there early and try to get the bleachers. People would try to save spots on the bleachers, and then everybody else would stand. And then you would stand on the steps. That's not a thing anymore. They decorate the steps and then they use it as a part of the performance.
People shaking their asses.
Dude, bitches twerking in donut outfits. It was crazy. Dude, you were saying a little kid.
There was a little fat kid antagonizing.
They had
there was a donut that was behind a truck getting out of his suit,
which is a really funny way to describe the girl that came out of that suit. Calling her a donut, if I would describe her, she looks like a donut.
There was this short, fat 10 or 11-year-old kid that was harassing her.
Dude, she's in a private area. She's behind a truck by herself trying to get changed. This little fat kid's on her shoulder. Are you getting out of this fucking costume right now? Are you fucking serious right now, you bitch? Fucking put it back on. Put it back on. I need it.
An employee had to push him away.
Yeah, dude, it was great. It was crazy. He was 8 years old. He's like, put it the fuck on. It's Thanksgiving. No, he was yelling. He was go Birds.
We also went out for Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, man. Me and Raymond had a little bit of a holiday extravaganza here, dude. We did the comedy hop on Wednesday night.
What is this episode?
Yeah, what are we going to call this?
You said it's like a Black Friday spectacular?
Yeah, I know. It is Black Friday. 50% off Fat Guy Comedy Black Friday sale. The 50% off Everything Must Go sale. We're selling the podcast.
Liquidation.
Black Friday liquidation sale. Everything Must Go. No, we did the comedy hop on Wednesday. And dude, me and Raymond were not in the mood to go back to the same watering holes in South Jersey this year. I got to be honest with you. I love you guys. All the people that listen to this from home, we love you so much. We appreciate your support. I didn't feel like going to Wilson's like we do every year.
Yeah.
It's, I do it every year. You guys are all going to be there next year. I know it. If you aren't, you're either dead or you went somewhere better, and I'm proud of you. It's the best way to put that one.
School reunion.
You know what I mean? Every year. It's like why would we even need a 10-year reunion? I see you guys on Wednesdays for wings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, we didn't go to Jersey this year. We stayed over on this side of the bridge. Went out to Philly. We went to Fergie's first, Helium, and then we went to JJ Mallon's. I was just wrong about that whole plan. They told me they were playing music till late. They acted like, oh yeah, we were doing that hours ago. What I think happened is no one showed up.
I bet.
That's what
did.
Yeah, I think that's what really happened because they were supposed to be playing all night is what I was told. But
Fergie's had a decent bit of people in there.
Yeah, definitely did. I think they are close enough to the busy crowd of Sansom, and
it's in the middle of everything.
It's right down there. It's all down by the clubs and the bars and everything. They're across the street from the Barstool Bar. Got to see my boy, Big Nick, St. Nick of West Philly, Kid Chubby on Instagram. It's my guy. If he listens, I have a feeling he listens. I really do. Yeah, Nick's my guy. He's the doorman over at fucking. Shout out to Big Nick, St. Nicholas of West Philly. We used to work at a bar together. We were bouncers together for years.
Did you guys ever like tag team handle it?
I'm sure we did. Probably.
Tell me about
actually, we both are big enough guys where I think we were both the type of people that were getting people out by ourselves. When I knew him, though, and this isn't me tooting my own horn, I was just at the point where I was like one of the senior bouncers there. So I was like a main floor bouncer, and I was like working there, and he was a pat down guy. So like I had like it's funny. I think he's older than me, but I had a seniority to him, and like we had that relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fun, a good friend, always has been good people, always takes care of me, always friendly to me. If I go anywhere in the city, the guy takes care. I think he works at a couple we've seen him in other places together.
Yeah, I think I've seen him.
We saw him remember you asked me about Are You Garbage? Did we see Punchline over at Punchline? He was the doorman at Punchline the night I went there. He's all over the place. He's a good dude. He works security everywhere in the city. He was across the street from Fergie's. He told me, he's like, oh, dude, next time you're over at Fergie's doing comedy, see if I'm over there, come say hi. Because he's like, I'm the doorman at fucking Barstool Bar.
It's so weird.
Yeah. I was like, bet, dude, I'll definitely come fucking see you.
Dude, Barstool Bar looked like the gayest place I've ever seen.
Did you see that fat guy hug, that deep embrace in the middle of the street, me and him? Dude, I was flexing on hoes. I walked out of Fergie's. There was an entire line of velvet rope bitches in flannels. And I walked up to the doorman like, my friend, good to see you. Have a great holiday. And then we hugged for probably over a second and a half.
You were counting?
I mean, I made sure I was like 1.5. Love you. And then walked away. I love you. I just whispered in his ear. I just kissed him. I said, kiss him on the cheek.
Okay, this is getting crazy. Why would you do that?
No, it was so weird. It was. I could tell it was a weird. We're actually friends, so it wasn't weird to me. But I could tell it was.
Preface it with that.
No,
we're actually friends. Don't worry.
No, but what I'm saying is that there was another doorman standing next to him. You could just tell this guy was like, "Oh, you know my bro? Like, who's this? You're not gonna introduce me?" Nick didn't introduce him to me. I didn't say hi to him.
Yeah,
I could tell he's just like, I'm the guy here too. Got a nice hug from my boy. We were hanging out with Lameezy, Lemaire, Sarah Bell, all the comedy greats in Philly right now.
Who was Sarah? Sarah Bell was the one that did the tampon.
Yeah, the tampon. She's funny.
She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the tampon body armor. She's very funny. I met her at Philly Fest with Alex Tomaselli. Shout out to Alex Tomaselli and the Yes Offense podcast. My dog. She's
Lemaire was funny as shit too.
Yeah, Lemaire had a
great.
He
was definitely trying some shit.
I think he's been doing this long enough, and he's a professional to where he tries new shit all the time, or he has the wealth of shit he can just. All right, let's try this one out tonight. I like for instance, he probably had that one in his back pocket for like a day like this. Like, all right, I'm in front of friends.
Yeah.
This is Thanksgiving Eve. You guys want to hear some crazy Christian jokes? Like,
that's probably a really good night to do comedy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Last year when I did it, I wish I did Mike a little bit that night, but I didn't really care. The year before. I did Mike's all the week of Thanksgiving like last year, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we were out with Lemaire and them, Sarah. Went over to Helium, bouncing around there. Saw all the Philly comics. Saw fucking Beezer, Brian Six. That was awesome. That guy was hilarious.
He was super funny.
Saw the cool dudes out there. Saw a lot of guys I've been seeing that are funny in the Philly scene that I haven't been fortunate enough to meet yet. Met the very funny Jim Gillespie. It was fun, dude. Met Lisa.
Is she just like an enigma on the pages? Like, what is she?
People may, if you're a comedy or a comedian that's listening to this, you probably understand this. There's people that are audience members or like fan members of the scene. Not only is she like a fan member of the Philly scene, she's just a comedy fan. And it's crazy. You can tell how motivated she is by Raymond. She was like, I'm coming down from New Brunswick.
Yeah. She
went out to a show in Pottstown the night before for Big J because she fucks with Big J hard. She goes and sees Big J all over the country.
She went to Skankfest.
Bro, she said she was just in St. Louis like 2 weeks ago. She's like, I was out in Topeka seeing Big J.
It's Kansas.
Yeah, something like that. I'm just saying, she said some crazy shit like that. I was like, I was out in Hassafrassets.
Hassafratza.
Yeah, the whole Hassafratza. She was cool. She's one of those people that is just a part of the crowd. There's another person going on right now. I feel bad because I don't know what's actually going on. A guy added me, and I actually asked Lemaire about this. I was like, who is this guy? Like, it's His name's Roger Snare and his wife's Linda Snare. And they're apparently two old crazy people that are also quote unquote comedians, but audience members. And they've been in the scene for a while. The guy added me recently and I was like, oh, cool. And they're one of those people, like, to be completely honest with you, like one of those people, like the comedian / audience members. And I was like, oh, those people, I should add them. Cause like, it might be nice to like be friendly to those people. Maybe they recommend me to people. Maybe they recommend me to shows and all that. That's the point. I don't know what's going on in this guy's life, but like for the past month, the first post I saw from him was, me and Linda were in a very bad accident. Please pray for us. We need it.
No, Roger.
Right, yes. So Raymond, every single day he posts, he's like, please pray. And it's, dude, I don't even know if it's him because.
You think his shit was robbed?
At one point someone said.
We should do something for Roger.
So I know, I wish we could. At one point someone said, like a person posted for them, this is a friend of Roger and Linda's. They are severely injured.
Oh my
they were
gosh,
in a bad.
This is bad.
Yeah, but no. It comes back to Roger posting every day. Please pray for us. Linda needs it. I'm not doing too well either.
Oh my god.
But this is the thing. It goes 3 sentences in, and then the last 2 sentences aren't spelled correctly, so you don't know what the end of the thought is. So I don't know how to help them. I don't know what they need, Raymond. I can't tell you what they need because they don't fucking say it. There's no.
You know what? Just message him right now.
There's no fucking like
what the fuck do you need?
What do you fucking need? Get mad at him. Get mad at him for helping.
Start arguing.
Just start yelling.
You know what? Fuck you, Roger.
Fuck you, Roger. You fucking bitch. Learn to spell.
Just comment.
He's just asking for prayers every day, and people like comment like prayers for you and Linda. Hope it's better. Blah blah blah. So at one point I was like, is this maybe bullshit? And I go back about a year exactly, Raymond, and there's a similar post of things going on. Me and Linda had an accident. Please pray for us.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God.
So nobody sees these people?
But no, this is the thing. I asked somebody and they're like, oh yeah, they're members of the scene. They're friendly. They're just a little crazy. I was like, okay, cool.
Somebody hacked their account.
Maybe. That's a maybe. All right, so then
you think every year they just pull off one quick heist like this?
I guess, but like they
the
maybe that might be the thing. I think they had even posted it on the Philly Comic Network page. All right, like the Facebook group. So yesterday there's a post on Thanksgiving Day, an anonymous post on the Facebook group. Who would you rather get a blowjob from in the Philadelphia comedy scene? And it's listing all these like random comedians, and one of the poll options is Roger and Linda.
People know him. His name
know what's going on. So someone comments, fucking, I think the Roger and Linda poll option's a little in bad taste, but happy Thanksgiving, tee. What the fuck, guys?
Dude, what?
Raymond, it is the second most chosen option on the poll. Isn't that fucking evil?
No, it's hilarious.
I know, man.
Wait, so people really think that he gets in an accident like every year? Like
no,
this,
it's not every year. I think he just is an old man and probably just like around the holidays fucks up and gets hurt. Listen, I did the deep dive. He didn't do it the year before that, but last year he did. He did something where I can bring it up. I can bring it up right now. Please pray for me, Linda. We need it right now.
Maybe he just has bad health.
Yeah, he could just be fucking dying. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Roger and Linda.
Yeah, shout out to them, dude. Let me fucking help you. Speaking of letting me help you, fucking dude, last night
in traffic.
Yeah, again, I was been fired up in traffic. It's fucking the holidays. I'm all about it. Dude, I did it last year in Thanksgiving when we went to Maryland. I was in traffic. A guy kept on riding my ass and then trying to do that thing where they get to my right and pass me and cut me off. And he looked at me while we're in traffic driving, probably like 65 miles per hour. And he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? He's like looking at me. And without even skipping a beat, I looked at him and went, and I made crying faces at him. I was like, Christina's laughing at him. And the guy proceeded to chase me down and brake check me for like 5 miles straight. It was crazy. I was like, it's fucking Thanksgiving, you fucking pussy. Are you crazy? And then the whole time in his rear view, as he's fucking stomping on his brakes, he's like, you want to do this? I'm just sitting there going, it was awesome. It was great.
Did he have children in the car?
Yes. And his wife. Yes. It was insane. Swear to God, dude. Swear to God.
Dude, that's the ultimate power move. To get into a fight in traffic with your wife and kids.
And then mock the person. That's the ultimate power move in starting a fight. is like being like
dragging your wife and kids into a fucking altercation.
That's a power move, dude. Even just back to it too, like it's a power move. You start a fight with someone, they get visibly angry about it, and then you're like, "Oh, what are you gay? You angry? You fucking pussy!" It's so funny. So fucking this guy yesterday, as we're turning into the neighborhood, getting done for the day. It's dark. It's nighttime. I have my left-hand turn signal on. Somebody pulled up next to us, right in my neighborhood, and beeped and rolled their window down. Was trying to talk to us. So I heard it and ignored it, and they did it again. And I was like, dude, what's this guy fucking want? Fuck him, dude. Yo, fuck that dude. And then I just looked at us, what? And then we just turned and left. And Christina and Raymond just started dying laughing. They're like, I think he was just trying to help you. I was like, well, fuck him, dude. Fuck that guy. I don't want your fucking help. And he was obviously upset because he literally just peeled wheels out like, fuck you, dude. I got him fired up. I passed it along. I gave him the disease.
You had a blinker out? Is that the problem?
No, I don't know. I don't really know. I was like, I don't even give a fuck if something's wrong. I'm not checking the car. Happy Thanksgiving. Go fuck yourself. Like,
don't help me, motherfucker.
Let it burn. Let it burn. How dare you try to help me?
Dude, you're outside the car whooping it's an old man, first of all. You're just whooping his ass.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's just the Philadelphia area. Like, it's just how people are. Like, because me and Raymond both are sitting at this comedy, like 2 different comedy shows on Thanksgiving Eve. 2 different people, 2 different comedians, one good, one definitely sucked asshole. They both asked, has anybody been to the South recently? Anybody been to the South? How about North Carolina? North Carolina, blah, blah, blah. They both were just like, that's like light. That's like crystal light South. The people are like nice down there. They all want to talk to you. They're all friendly. Both comedians had the take, being from the Philadelphia area, of being like, shut the fuck up. Stop trying to talk to me. I don't want to fucking, we're not nice up here. Go fuck yourself. Don't talk to me.
Don't be my friend.
Don't be my friend, dude. Did people try to talk to you when you were in Austin? That's
yes.
Up Central.
Yeah, people were pretty nice there.
Yeah, did you tell them to go fuck themselves? Oh, buddy, I asked you for your fucking your friendliness.
The best is just not paying a single attention to anybody who tries to talk to you.
Yeah,
and just walking away.
Takes the power back.
Really evil.
Very despicable. What else have we been doing here? We just had a pancake breakfast at 11:30. Been living the dream here. Living the fucking dream. I'm moving. Like I said, this is the last episode in this house. I'm moving into a new house because I rent from slumlords, and the slumlord that I rented from was a property management company, and they're such pieces of shit that the person that owned the house was like, "I'm just gonna sell this. I don't even want to rent with you guys anymore."
Why do you rent from slumlords?
That's what the rental industry is now. I think you brought up a funny comment the other day. Someone was like, "Is anti-Airbnb?"
Yeah.
Who the fuck is anti-Airbnb? And like the only reason I can imagine it being is that people that have rental properties being mad, like, they're just stealing all the good rentals. Like, and that's just one slumlord being mad at another slumlord.
Yeah.
Dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing honorable about the rental industry anymore.
No.
It's like, oh, it's been a year. How about I jack this up $450 for no fucking reason? And dude, it's totally unaffordable to try and rent anymore.
What is the deal with like rent controlled housing? Like, you sign something normally? Because I've heard of that.
But I what do you mean?
I've heard of places where it's like,
isn't that income?
Somebody stays for years because their rent is so cheap.
But are you saying rent controlled or income controlled?
I think it's rent controlled.
Because rent controlled, I thought that is what Section 8 is. It's technically income controlled housing.
I don't know.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't get into that.
We watched some movies.
Yeah, dude, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles still holds up. What do you think?
It's a classic.
Great movie, man. Yeah, the fucking quote, you want to hurt me? You want to hurt me? Go ahead, hurt me. But I'm the real article. What you see is what you get. I can't tell you how many times I've quoted that from Family Guy growing up. My friends like me. My family likes me. I like me.
That's a good one.
No, the scene where he's driving and somehow ties both of his arms behind his back. Dude, what the fuck?
It's not even possible.
Yeah,
somebody had to think of that.
He's sitting there playing the piano on the dashboard, like smoking cigarettes. Like, he tries to take his jacket off, ties one arm behind his back, goes to get the other arm out, ties the other arm behind his back. Is driving with his knees crashing into shit.
How did he die?
Fat guy stuff, I think. I think he just had a heart attack.
That's what I thought. 94.
I don't think he did drugs. I think he just had a heart attack.
He was fat, but he was like He was like 80s fat. He like wasn't that fat. You know what I mean?
He's like, I'm Louis Anderson. You know what I mean? Like one of those guys. He's like, I'm just a character on Cheers.
See.
Given all of those all of those actors died like in their like late 60s.
Candy died in his sleep at 43
Really?
in Mexico while filming Wagons East. Remember that movie?
Yeah, did he not finish that?
I don't know.
No way, really? I didn't know that's when he died. Because
That's what it says.
yeah, but I didn't think of that. Did they finish that movie? And is there any? I always forget this. Is there any information on how he died? Like, is it just like a sleep apnea, a heart attack? What was it?
It was myocardial, whatever.
Myocardial infarction is a heart attack. I mean, dude, who knows? Yeah, there was a whole school of thought where that was like, we're going to read a newspaper and smoke a cigar and eat a cheeseburger every day. You know what I mean? Like,
it's America.
Yeah. Hail America.
It seems like he finished the movie.
That's what I thought. Because I don't think there's a part in that movie where he doesn't finish it. That's a great movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Isn't his roots in Second City Improv with Dan Aykroyd and all them? Isn't that where he started?
Yeah, Second City.
Yeah, Second City Improv. Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, Chevy Chase, John Belushi.
Sam Kinison, I think.
Yep. Yeah, dude. We hit a nostalgic Thanksgiving. What else did we do? We slammed Coors Banquets. We had a fire. Oh, we ate 5 pounds of mussels. How did we forget about that? Because it wasn't enough. It wasn't memorable enough, dude. Yeah,
right.
I'm all about a sweet seafood deal. I saw $2.98 a pound mussels in my local seafood place, so I went to Slam City and I bought 5 pounds for me and Raymond, thinking that was enough. It was 2 cookie sheets full of mussels. I've never been wrong in my life, Raymond. You know that? I've never been wrong once. This was the first time ever. I was upset. I was very upset.
That was fun.
We ate mussels fireside, dipped in butter.
I was eating with my hands.
Yeah, I was using a fork. I don't know why you were doing that. I gave you a fork. Raymond was crouched on the ground being like, yep, mussels. These are a good harvest. We did good here. I talked about that. I was like, if I was in a coastal area surviving, like if I was on like alone and they were like, oh, hang out in this coastal area, first thing I'm looking for is the local mussel population. So
can
I can
you forage mussels?
Why can't you?
I feel like there's like some diseases or something.
I mean, you boil anything, dude. No, there is rules to foraging mussels and clams and all that shit. First off, the secretions, the fluid that's coming out of their body.
What the fuck?
Like seriously, like when you cook something or like raw clams or raw mussels, if they're like secreting like a milkier, filthy looking secretion, dude. Yeah, it's like vaginas. Yeah, that's gonna get cut out because it purely just grossed Raymond out. I know that. He's like, I'm not putting that one out. That was icky. That was fucking icky. No, there's rules for it. If the clams have an odor, the mussels have an odor, when you're foraging them, you can't eat them. And certain types from certain areas, like freshwater mussels, you're not really supposed to eat in certain areas. There's invasive zebra mussels I think you're not supposed to eat. I know a lot of that mussels.
All right.
I don't got a single mussel on my body, but I got mussels. Now, we were eating Prince Edward Island mussels. Dude, the fucking move, I pulled it off there, dude. Cookie sheet, foil over top, throw it on the grill. That was a 5-minute plan.
Less liquid.
Less liquid?
Yeah.
The only problem when you have less liquid, it bubbles up, and I don't like it to like cook and get like gooey. You know what I mean? Because like they're going to secrete water anyway because you're steaming them. But like when I did it in a small pan with less mussels, it came like a bubbling mess around it. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to fill your seafood needs. You know what I mean? So note to selves, we got 5 pounds for 2 average seafood eaters. We probably should have gotten 15 pounds. Like, would you say? Like at least twice that amount that we had?
Yes, 100%.
At least twice the amount that we had.
I could have eaten another cookie sheet.
Think of a cookie sheet of mussels. Me and Raymond each ate a cookie sheet of mussels, and it wasn't enough.
There's not that much.
What do you mean?
There's not much inside of a mussel.
Yeah, I know, but you know, we each ate 2.5 pounds. 1 pound of mussels is like 20 to 30 mussels. So like we both ate like 90 mussels.
Are you sure?
We both at least ate 60 to 70 mussels. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I looked up the fact. How do you think I figured this out? I looked up the facts. I said, how many mussels are in a pound? I Googled it. It said 20 to 30. That's why I have that fact. That's a Google fact. That's a Snapple Google fact. What else did we do while we were here? We ate. Thanksgiving was fun. You've got to see my nugget. How do you think the boy's looking?
He's getting big.
It's a solid crop, right?
He's starting to move.
Good dog.
Give him a pet.
He sits. He cries like a motherfucker, but he's
whiny
kid.
as shit.
Whiny as hell, dude. I wonder which one of us was like that when we were a baby.
I don't know.
It had to be one of us. One of us. Who was it, Bean? What else you got, Raymond? What else is going on? You said you mouthed off to the elderly recently. You told him he got to go fuck himself.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I did. Oh, yeah, I did. I don't know why I forgot to tell about this. I've had some pretty interesting events recently. I told my neighbor, the old lady Patty, to go fuck herself the other day.
Wait, we've talked about Patty, that old bitch.
Yeah, you guys have heard about that old bitch, Patty, racist white lady. We don't like her. We don't like racism and whites. All right? All right, that cut that part. We don't we don't like that bitch. She's fucking ugly.
She's trash.
Dude, it's the pettiest shit, man. I can't fucking understand people. You know, she talks to me every time she sees me. She goes, Derek. Calls me Derek. Not even my real fucking name. Derek. Derek, there's a package on the front step. Okay, thank you. It just came like an hour ago. Okay, just letting you know, just because you told me to watch them. I never told you to watch my front step. I never told you once. When someone...
She's neighborhood watch.
Remember when I told you somebody stole that bucket and I asked? Ever since that, she has said to me, I watched since she told me. I'm like, I never told you to watch my house. Stop.
The fuck?
So she tells me every fucking time about packages. Fine, whatever. I have a pop-up canopy tent, a light pop-up canopy tent leaned against the fence out back. It's the fence that divides our houses. Like 2 weeks in a row, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is this on the ground? I had this leaned up when I left for the week. Why is it on the ground? Maybe the dogs keep knocking it over, whatever. Put it back up. I literally put it up 15 minutes before we left. We went out. I came back. It was on the ground again. I was like, all right, dude, come on. Like, are you pushing this over? Like, I was like, I'm going to catch you doing it now. I was like, so I'm going to put it back up and see if you push it over again. So what she was doing, she was pushing my fucking, like I had it leaned up against the fucking fence. She's pushing it over every time because she doesn't want to, she apparently didn't want it leaned up on the fence. She then proceeds, the next time I put this up, we go out with the baby and she proceeds to come into my backyard, open my back door and put a note inside of my back door. Saying, stop putting your canopy fence against my thing or your canopy tent against my fence. It's damaging the fence. I paid for this fence 60 years ago. If it gets damaged, you're going to have to buy me a new one. So, Raymond, I lost it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? One, why would you go in my backyard on my property? Two, why would you open my fucking door and put something in my door?
It's weird.
So, at first, I went over there and knocked on the door. She wasn't there because she fucking did it and left. So, she didn't get yelled at by me. So I go over to her house, I knock on the door, nobody there. I at first took the note, crumbled it up, threw it in the front door. And then I was like, you know what? No, let me go get the note and go get it.
You went in the door?
No, I opened her screen door and threw it in the front door. Like, fuck you. Here's your crumbled up note. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Then I went and got it because I was like, you know what? If she comes back here and tries to say something again, I'm going to call the cops on her. So she then, after 20 minutes, comes and knocks on my door again as we're sitting here and trying to put the baby down. Starts knocking on the door loud. I was like, are you fucking serious? And I open the door and I look out there and I see it's her. I opened the door, didn't say a single fucking word. I said, Patty, back the fuck away from my door right now. Second, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a fuck what you're saying to me or what you're trying to tell me right now. Get the fuck off my property. I said, I don't like you. I was like, I don't know what you think you're doing. I said, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If your answer to this statement isn't okay, I'm calling the police. Do not ever go in my backyard. Do not open my fucking door and put a note in. I was like, I don't give a fuck about your fence.
What makes her think she could go in the back door?
I know.
I don't get that.
I know. I was very upset about it. I was like, do not ever fucking go on my property and open my doors ever fucking again. I was like, first off, my name is fucking Declan. It's not Derek. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I was like, but you don't own this fucking property. She's like, you don't either. I was like, I rent here. Get the fuck off my property, you old dumb bitch. So then she's walking backwards and then she's like, there's sticks in my yard. She goes to try and pick them up. I said, get the fuck out of my yard. What are you doing? She's like, I'm picking the sticks up from my tree. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the sticks in my yard. I was like, get the fuck out of my yard, you old dumb bitch. I said, I'm calling the cops. I was like, you fucking idiot. I was like, why would you ever think it's acceptable to go into somebody's property like that? So then she slow walked into her house, got her stuff, and then slow walked into her car and peeled out. Cops showed up. I told them exactly what happened. The guy was like, what the fuck? He's like, what's her name? I was like, Patty. He's like, Patty, right? Knows her whole fucking name and all of her information. I'm like, oh, so you know who this fucking crazy bitch is? He's like, well, what would you like to do? I was like, I'd like you guys to go over there and tell her not to go on my fucking property ever again. He wasn't going to do anything. He wasn't going to fucking trespass or give her any type of charge. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? He's like, where did she go? I was like, in my backyard. She opened my locked fence. I have carabiners locking it so the dogs can't open it. She undid it, then went in my back door, opened the door, and put a fucking note in my back door. I was like, I have 2 dogs. I was like, what if they got out? He didn't want to deal with it. Aston Police Department. Aston, Pennsylvania, by the way. Shout out to them. They're fucking retarded. So he's like, what do you want us to do? I was like, go over there and tell her. He's like, well, she's not here now. I'm like, yeah, I know, because she ran away after I yelled at her and she came on my property again. He's like, well, we'll go back later and talk to her. I was like, okay, I hope you do. I was like, because she can go fuck herself. I was like, and it's pretty ridiculous that you're not doing more about it. He's like, what's your information? I'll take it down. And then he left.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything.
No, I know. She hasn't said a word to me since.
Someone needs to fuck her up. We got to get an old lady to fuck that
I hope she says something to me again, dude. I really do. Oh, my favorite part. She's trying to talk to me as she's going back in her house. I said, shut the fuck up. I don't care what you're saying. Shut your old ass up. I fucking don't care what you're saying. Shut the fuck up. She's trying, you're such an ass. Fuck you. I don't care what you're saying. She's trying to talk over me. I was like, shut the fuck up, Patty. Christina's crying laughing in the house. I'm like, first up, my name's fucking Declan. My name's fucking Declan. Lost it on her, dude.
He's in a battle with an old person.
I told you, a fucking old guy talked shit at me in a fucking Walmart down south. I almost gave him the piece of my mind and a fucking back of my hand. Trying to tell me, he's like, I get the salt-free stuff. You look like you're an old piece of shit. I don't give a fuck what you put on your.
I think that's enough violence.
Enough violence. Positive note. I had my first Thanksgiving. Positive note. Where are we at? Oh, this is perfect. We're about to wrap this up here. This is perfect timing. We, like I said before, I said this on the last episode, you're going to see a little bit of a different format to this. Me and Raymond are going to be recording still, but I'm going to be starting to use my other stuff more. I'm going to be starting to use my Zoom recorder, and I want to start getting some more interviews of people on the road, people out and about, getting on other people's shows, interviewing people that aren't exactly all comedians, and just, giving you guys some quality content. Did you notice that we fucking popped off Louis G's roast beef? Get no credit for that. Dude, by the way, shout out to Gina and Louis G's from Louis G's roast beef. Have you noticed that? I've been watching them blow up on social media.
You're saying we were the first?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were definitely the first ones to go in there and do a fucking video and interview them and check their sandwiches out.
I don't know, dude.
Bro, I'm telling you. Louis, all I'm saying is I want to fucking cut you, cocksucker. Call me. I've been calling.
Now they have like the pussies in there that do the food pages. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like we did that we sat in the back of your Ford Ranger over there in that parking lot.
Yeah.
He fucking gave us fresh
broccoli
rabe. He's like, you ever had this broccoli rabe? You know what I do different with this broccoli rabe?
Let me tap a little bit of that.
Let me tell you about this broccoli rabe. This broccoli rabe, my grandmother taught me how to make this broccoli rabe. He was talking to us about broccoli rabe for like 15 minutes.
So you hurt your feelings, is what you're saying? Are you going to have to go fight that guy now?
I don't know, man. Maybe. You want to? We need to get a roast beef sandwich and fight that guy? No, man. Seriously, think about it. We were the first people there. We were the first ones there making a video, posting shit, took a picture of it. Dude, I made that fucking reel where we were in a boat riding on our way to Louis. Do you remember that one? On my way to grab a Sammy at Louis G's. Now these fucking pussy ass TikTokers with their mouth cameras are eating fucking roast beef sandwiches and they get 20,000 likes and I'm over here like 10 likes.
Have you tried Louis G's in Sewell, New Jersey?
Oh my God. This is the best roast beef sandwich I've had ever in the Philadelphia area. Let's go. Let's go check it out. First, they put cheese on it because roast beef and cheese is iconic. It's like, oh my God.
It's going to kill them.
I pulled up here in my Tesla Plaid. It was a nice day.
All right, let's do plugs.
Hey, my name is Declan Brooks. You can find me on Instagram at Declan Loves Meatballs. You can find the podcast page at 555 Let Me Call You Back. You can also find Raymond at Ray_Brooks, BROOX. You can find me on Facebook at the same name. I've recently converted my Facebook page into a comedic digital profile. If you want to go there and follow, please support me. Follow my videos. Check them out. Give me some likes. You can also find me on YouTube at Declan Brooks Comedy. Other than that, like I said, we also still have a Facebook page, the Let Me Call You Back podcast. I've been trying to get more active with our social media presence, and you guys can see our updates on episodes coming each week. We'll try and put a post out to remind you. We're going to switch back to that Tuesday format, so find it every day, Tuesday, starting at around 8 a.m. It should be uploaded. So I'll give you guys plenty of time to catch up with us each week. Other than that, Raymond, it was a very fun Thanksgiving with you. I had a lot of fun. We ate, we committed debauchery, and we gallivanted, and I yelled at strangers.
Yes.
So do you have anything to add?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. This has been the Black Friday liquidation sale. All things final.
Peace.
Peace. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We would really appreciate the support. Find us on Instagram at 555 Let Me Call You Back and on Facebook at the Let Me Call You Back podcast. You can find comedian Declan Brooks on Instagram at Declan Loves Meatballs. See you next time.